Excuse me, Peace Reflections. We are back on here with another live video. Back on here with another live video, man. How y'all feeling, man? Back on here with another live video. If y'all been wondering, like, because recently I've been going live pretty consistently. I've been trying to go live at least 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes. So, yeah. Now, look, right, let's just go ahead and get more deeper into the live. Also, this live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube channel either sometime today or sometime tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get more deep into it, right? First, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I also want to give a huge shout out to the Most High for giving these amazing downloads, dropping this amazing information on me, you feel me, no cap. I'm also giving a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more than love always deeply. I'm also, if you want about my ebook, you can. It's $10.90. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments. Also, another thing is that, I think that might be it. Now, let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. Also, I'm sending a positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. So, when it comes to pain, right? Let's touch base on pain, right? Now, a lot of times, bro, when we talk about pain or we hear pain, we think pain is a bad thing, right? Which it can be, don't get me wrong on that. But pain helps you grow. Pain helps you grow a lot. Even when you're thinking it doesn't, pain helps a lot. A lot of people don't realize how much pain helps you. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that every single situation that you deal with in life is like, oh, yeah, I'm glad I went through this type of pain. Like, you know, oh, I'm glad my wife beated me multiple times in the head because it brought her different. Like, no. What I mean by pain is like, for an example, right? A good example of pain that can help you is like working out. Working out is one of the best forms of pain because it's pain. You might feel like you're suffering. You might feel like you're even at war at those few moments of just lifting or doing those curls or doing that exercise, right? But in reality, this is a good type of pain, right? Now, of course, it is imperative to, you know, be mindful. You don't want to overly do it. You don't want to hurt yourself or nothing like that, pop a muscle, whatever. Of course not. But it's imperative to understand maybe so that when you're working out, this is a good type of pain, right? When you're doing those curls and it's starting to burn, that's actually a good feeling. That's a good, maybe not a good feeling, but it's a good thing because this is going to help your muscles, right? You don't necessarily have to do lifting. I'm giving some examples. But like for example, when you're doing push-ups, your chest might start to burn. Your body might start to feel sore, but this is actually a good thing. This is how you know that the workout is actually helping you, right? A lot of times we think that that's a bad thing. No. Pain can help you build. It can help sharpen you, right? I'm going to give another example, right? Look at Batman. Batman went through a lot of hell. Batman went through a lot of pain. But as he went through a lot of pain, it helped him. It helped him become more smarter. It helped him become more wiser. It helped him become more steps ahead, right? So I don't recommend to always look at pain as a negative point of view, right? A lot of people will go out to the beach during summertime and see this guy, he just has a 6-pack or 8-pack, right? And they're like, man, like, you know, you have a nice physique. Like, your physique looks fire. Like, how did you get this physique? But in reality, what a lot of people don't realize is that person went through hell to get that physique. That person went through, maybe not necessarily hell, but that person went through a lot of pain or a lot of suffering to get that physique, right? But it's a good type of pain because, what's up, Cam? It's a good type of pain because it helped you get the physique that you wanted, right? So sometimes pain is necessary to get what you want. For an example, if you want to get a good physique, you're going to have to go through some type of uncomfortability. In other words, you don't necessarily have to call it pain, right? You can call it uncomfortableness, right? You feel me? What's up, Nitin? You feel me? My bad if I said your name wrong. Now, look, another thing too, right, with pain, right? A lot of times you look at pain as a bad thing. Oh, she broke my heart. Oh, he broke my heart. This and that, right? But in reality, right, the thing is about pain, right, is that it's no such, first of all, there's no such thing as nobody breaking your heart. Let's just talk about that. Let's decode some of that. Nobody breaks your heart, right? It's more so a figure of speech. A lot of people take that literally, right? First of all, your heart isn't broken. It's inside your body. It's inside your physical avatar. 2, nobody can break your heart, right? I don't believe in that. I've had multiple different girlfriends. Nobody has ever broken my heart, right? Nobody will ever break in my heart. Like, that's That's not my reality. I don't. You see what I'm saying? Um, Now the thing is, right, is that with breaking hearts, or oh, I break hearts, you don't break anybody's hearts, right? Can like the thing is with a heartbreak, right? It's not a heartbreak. It's just you experience something, right? And now that experience is over. You're not with that woman anymore. You're not with that man anymore. But nobody broke your heart, right? Stop letting it control you. In other words, is what I'm saying. Stop letting it control you. Stop letting it like ruin your whole day. You know, like I know that may be easier said than done. I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to do, but don't just let it like control you and like change your whole viewpoint of life. Like I be seeing videos on TikTok where like people will like show like a picture or a photo of how they used to be and then how they are now because a woman or a man broke their heart. Like, bro, don't. Why are you trying to put that on them? That's on you. Yes, they might have did you wrong or did things to you that they probably shouldn't have done. But at the end of the day, you have free will. You have the option to still be a good person. You don't have to turn into a player or, you know, a pimp or whatever, or be a narcissist or be a bad person. That's on you. That's not on them. That's on you, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, for real, right? Another thing is too, right, is that let the pain build you up, right? Endure the pain, right? And I mean this in positive ways. I don't want you guys to take this out of criticism and take it the wrong way. I want you to interpret this information the correct way, and basically in positive ways. Basically in positive ways is what I'm saying, right? So with when it comes to, you know, pain, let pain help build you, right? Don't run from the pain, right? A lot of times, you know why a lot of times people don't work out, bro? Is because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel comfortable, right? But that's one of the whole main reasons of working out. Not really supposed to feel, you're not supposed to feel comfortable all the time when working out, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, working out is one of the best things that any of us can do. But let's touch base on working out. First of all, bro, I've been working out for years, right? Um, Obviously, I'm not like jacked or nothing like that. I don't want to be jacked, right? I like to keep a slim physique. I like my physique to be a certain way, right? Nothing wrong with being jacked or whatever the case is, in good positive ways, of course. But it has become a trend over the last few years to get in the gym. One of the main reasons is because of TikTok. If TikTok didn't exist, a lot of people would not be in the gym. I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, rather if you're working out because of it's a trend, or rather if you're actually doing it because this is really what you want to do, regardless, I'm glad that you are working out. But a lot of people are doing it for the trend, right? 2020, back in 2020, bro, who was working out? A lot of people wasn't working out in 2020. Well, oh, you know, all of the COVID, this and that. I get that, but bro, the thing about working out is natural. Working out comes from nature. You can work out outside of your house. You can work out in your backyard. You can work out, bro. I can work out right here downstairs. I can do a whole hour workout. You don't need a lot of room when it comes to working out. No, you do not. You don't need a whole lot of space to work out. I do simply only calisthenics and cardio. I don't need a whole bunch of space to work. I literally work out at my house or work out at my crib. You don't need a lot of space to work out. No, you do not. If somebody truly works out and they truly like go to the gym or whatever and they know what they're talking about, they'll tell you the same thing. You don't need a lot of room. You don't need a lot of space to work out, bro. You don't. You don't, bro. You really don't. Right? If your car or if your truck or if your van is big enough, you could literally work out in your van. Like literally. Seriously. You know, working out has become a trend over the last few years, right? You see a bunch of TikTok videos, you see a bunch of Instagram reels. What's up, S? Now, like, in today's society, you see a bunch of Instagram reels, a bunch of TikToks of, you know, working out, you know, and a lot of people are doing it for the trend. Let's just be honest, right? But I'm glad people are working out, regardless if they're doing it for the trend or regardless if they really are, like, really trying to work out, regardless if it was a trend or not. But it's become a trend. 4, 5, 6 years ago, a lot of people were not working out. If we take away the athletes, you know, the entertainers, a lot of people, besides the entertainers, like, a lot of people wasn't really working out, right? But it's become a trend now for a lot of people to work out, right? It's become a trend, right? Now, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, too, that I want y'all to understand and understand about pain, right? Let that pain build you. If you watch anime, anime sets a great example. It sets so many different great examples of how pain can make you become stronger, right? I'm gonna give an example, right? Sasuke, let's use Sasuke for an example. One of my favorite characters, right? Sasuke went through a lot of suffering. He went through a lot of hell. He went through a lot of pain. But he used that pain and it helped him become powerful. But the thing is with Sasuke is he used a lot of his pain and power for negative, not for good. But later on down the road, he eventually became more high vibrational, became more positive, in other words, right? Let's give another maybe more better example, right? Naruto, right? Naruto, right? Naruto went through a whole bunch of pain. And he had multiple times where he could have turned into a villain, but instead he would transmute that pain and turn it into positive energy. He would turn it into inspiration, right? So when you're going through, when you're experiencing something in life, you can turn that energy into positive energy. You can turn that energy into good energy. You don't have to sit here and just, oh, I'm gonna let this get the best of me. Bro, you can change that energy. In other words, transmute means change, right? You can transmute / change that energy into positive energy, right? You see what I'm saying? A lot of athletes do this, right? If they're even conscious of it or not. What a lot of athletes do is, whether they're aware of it or not, a lot of athletes like to talk trash, right? So what a lot of athletes will do is they'll be like, man, you're not even that good. You can't even shoot the ball for real. Even though deep down inside they know they can shoot the ball. They're the best three-pointer. They're the best shooter on their team. You know they can shoot the ball good, right? You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to get in their head. They're trying to make them be unconfident. So what does that person do? The person be like, oh, bet. Like, now I'm going to really go off this game. And then they drop 8 three-pointers, right? You see how they transmuted that energy and they turned it into inspiration. They turned that energy, that negative energy, into positive energy. So I hope you've been good. I appreciate that. I am well. And I know you are well as well. Shout out Totally Up. Now look, right, you know, and so, you know, pain is there to help guide you, right? But a lot of times you look at pain from a negative point of view, right? A lot of power comes from pain. Pain builds and creates a lot of power, but a lot of times we use that power into negative formats and negative ways, right? When you are experiencing pain, I recommend you to transmute that energy into good positive energy. Because don't get me wrong, it's a lot of power in pain. It's a lot of power that can come from pain. It's a lot of power that can come from suffering and, you know, etc. You know, I'm not sitting here saying that it doesn't. It's a lot of power in that. But a lot of times we use that energy for negative ways, right? Like how Sasuke did it for a very long time. He was tapping into a lot of dark energy. He was tapping into a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. And because of that, etc., he was tapping into a lot of energy. But he was for a good time, for a good while, he was using that energy in a negative point of view, in a negative perspective, in a negative way, right? So I'll give another example, right? If your girlfriend breaks up with you, if your boyfriend breaks up with you, stop believing everything on TikTok. Stop believing everything on YouTube. Stop believing everything on Instagram. Stop believing everything on social media, period. So now you're a villain. Like, really just take in, like, what I just said. So now you're a villain. A woman doesn't like you anymore. A man doesn't like you anymore. And now you're a villain. No, you're not what are you? You are yourself, right? Stop thinking just because a person, what happened was, a person doesn't want to be in your life anymore. You're not, bro, it's self-explanatory. A lot of stuff be self-explanatory. Oh, man, I'm a villain. I got to go break hearts now. So you want to do people wrong because somebody decided that they didn't want to be in your life anymore? That has nothing to do with you. That's not in your control. Like what? Like, oh, I'm going to go be a villain now because somebody didn't want to be in my life. So now I'm going to go treat other people wrong. In other words, you are projecting and you need to go heal. But instead of healing, you're trying to project that energy and try to make other people feel that energy that you feel. Like, what are you doing, right? Stop listening to everything on social media. Stop listening to everything in these religious books. Stop listening to everything that somebody says to you in person, right? That's the honest truth, right? You feel me? What's up, WG? Now look, right, another thing too, like with social media, right, is social media, so it can be so brainwashing, right? Because whatever you're looking at, it goes into your brain, literally. So you can reprogram your whole mind just by constantly looking at something, right? This is why a lot of kids, right, they'll get older and they'll still love WWE. Why? Because they watched it so much as a kid, so it's still in their conscience, it's still in their mind, right? Even if they don't watch it anymore today, they still have that remembrance. They're like, oh, dang, that's John Cena. Or, oh, dang, that's this person or that person, right? Now, right? So, the thing is, right, with pain, right, and with social media, right, a lot of times we will let other people's projection on social media get the... Bro, one of the main reasons why a lot of people be depressed or have anxiety or feel low vibrational, feeling low energy, a lot of times, bro, it's coming from social media. You see something, it's similar to what you're experiencing in life, and then you immediately think that video is about you. Like that's what you're experiencing. And sometimes that might be true, or it might be similar, or it might not be true at all. Like you'll see a video, right? And you've been kind of thinking for a while, dang, is my wife, is she cheating, da da da? Right? Then you see you scroll. 3 scrolls later, you see a video of a guy. And he's like, bro, your wife is cheating. These are 5 reasons why. And now you just immediately assume that she's cheating. Just because some random person on the internet told you, and you do not know this person at all, and this person does not know you at all, right? If you don't have proof of somebody actually cheating, then I'm not saying that they're not cheating, but I'm also saying that they aren't cheating as well because you don't have any proof, right? So basically what I'm saying is try not to believe everything in this real reality and in social media as well, etc., right? Because a lot of times why people be feeling low vibrational is because a lot of times people come to social media to vent. A lot of times people come to social media to express themselves or to express certain side of themselves that they want to show to social media, etc. So a lot of times people get on social media, they want to project. What is projection? A lot of times people get on social media, they want to project energy, they want to vent, they want people to feel their energy, they want people to cope for them, they want people to be there for them, they want people to be their therapists in the comments for them, they want to feel better. So instead of just putting in the actual inner work, a lot of times people will come on to social media. Now, it's a difference between coming on social media for help and coming on social media for validation and stuff like that. Those are 2 totally different formats. Those are 2 totally different fonts, right? Those are 2 big differences, right? But the thing is, bro, a lot of times people come on social media because they're trying to project energy. Projecting energy is where you want somebody to feel something how the way you felt it. Or you want them to feel down, right? Because you don't want them to feel good, right? Projection can be a lot of different things, right? You feel me? So just because you see a video, right? Just be mindful of what you're watching. Be mindful of what you're actually consuming, right? Just because you see a video, just because it might seem similar to what you're experiencing, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to take everything that they're saying in the video 100% true, right? Like no, bro. Like what? It's not. Come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you ever notice like when you're not on social media, you just feel like in a peace state. Even if you're not like super duper happy or super duper hype, you feel like you're just in a peace state. If you ever done this, right? Have you ever just like been outside or like just sitting in your house or just out somewhere by yourself or whatever? You're not on your phone or nothing. Let me give another example. When was the last time you just ate some food, right? No TV, you're not talking to anybody, your phone isn't on, no music, no nothing. You felt at peace. You wasn't really thinking about nothing. You was naturally kind of in just that's what you call a natural meditation, right? A lot of people think meditating is just I have to do this or I have to stand, etc. Those are different forms of meditation. There's multiple different formats and fonts of meditation, bro, right? You just sitting there eating your food, minding your business, just you and your thoughts, etc. in the universe, and you're not on social media at all, no type of music, no nothing, and you just feel at peace, you feel good, you're enjoying the moment. That's peace. That's meditation. You're meditating right there, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not get this misconstrued. You don't have to sit here and sit down or stand up for a long period of time to meditate. Like I've told y'all before, right? Meditation, bro, working out is a form of meditation. How do you feel once you get done working out? A lot of times we feel sluggish. We don't feel like working out. We might not feel like working out, right? But then as soon as we get done working out, or as soon as you like kind of like getting like a rhythm or like a flow state of the workout, right? You'd be like, dang, I'm glad I worked out. I feel like I have more energy, right? You see what I'm saying? Right? You feel like you got more energy than what you did before you even started working out. What's up, Lance? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because a lot of times, like, for real, a lot of times why a lot of people feel depressed and feel all this low energy, etc. is because, bro, you're letting something that you're seeing on social media control you. You're letting other people's projections and how the way they feel, you're letting people vent. You're letting people vent to you, and you're letting it control you. You're letting it get the best of you. Just because they feel that way about a person doesn't mean that you actually feel that way about a person. Another thing is, too, just because you have a certain similarity, or you and this person or these people have similarities on social media, you do not actually know this person, right? Just because this person is smart and wise or whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean that you go agree on every single thing that they say. You don't know this person. A lot of times on social media, people are just showing you certain parts of themselves that they want to show you, right? Nobody can truly show you 100% of who they are on social media because, for one, nobody is not on social media 24/7, right? Nobody is on there 24/7, right? That's just the honest truth, right? So, we're getting back to the whole pain thing, right? Which we were still talking about pain, to be honest. But yeah, though, bro, a lot of times we let the outside noises of other people's opinions have such a big major effect on us. Like what? Like, oh, my video didn't get a bunch of likes. So now you don't feel worthy. You don't feel like you're worth something because a bunch of strangers that you don't know didn't click on your video. And I get it, bro. I really do get it. I somewhat get it, but at the same time, it's like, bro, would you want a whole bunch of random people coming up to you in person trying to start a conversation with you? If the answer is no, then bro, be more real with yourself. A lot of times we need to be more real with ourselves. Like, dang, I like the photo. I like the video that I posted. That's what matters. I can't control how other people like the video, right? You see what I'm saying? Like later today, I'm going to upload a YouTube video. I can't control how many people watch that video. But what I can control is how I make the video, how I edit the video, how I created the video, what I spoke about in the video. But I can't decide who watches the video. No, that's out of my control completely. I just decide on how I'm going to create this video because it's my video, right? Vice versa. I'm on live right now. I can't control who joins this live or who leaves this live. I don't control that. Only thing I control is myself, right? You see what I'm saying? Right? We're talking about pain, right? And the different, how pain can help you, etc. You see what I'm saying, bro? So, I don't want y'all to be like, dang, I'm not worthy or I'm not cool or all this. Bro, being cool, you wanna know what truly being cool is, bro? Being cool isn't, oh, I'm fitting in, so let me go talk trash and talk junk like everybody else is, even though that's not what I truly want to do, but I want to fit in. I want to be cool. Bro, being cool is you being perfectly fine with being yourself. That's being cool, bro. That's being cool. Hey, I want to wear this, so I'm going to wear this. That's being cool. I want my hair to be this way, so I'm going to rock it this way. That's being cool. You like what you like, that's being cool. Right? If you like dudes and you're a dude, if that's what you truly like, that's being cool. If you like women, you're a woman, that's being cool. If you are a man and you like women, truly, that's being cool. If you're a woman and you like men, truly, that's being cool. Because you know why? Because you are being yourself. And I mean that in good, positive ways as well. I don't want you to take that out of context. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's being cool. People, if you truly want to know what's being cool, being yourself. And being okay and being fine with being yourself around individuals. A lot of times we think we're not doing good in life because we don't have random strangers that we don't know watching our page or not interacting or showing us love. Don't let social media manipulate you, bro. Right? It's validation, bro. Oh, man, I'm not doing good because nobody liked the photo. Bro, you don't know these people. These people don't know you. What should matter is, do you like the photo? Who are you posting it for? Yourself or for others? Do it because this is what you really want to do, right? It's 10 people on this live right now. Rather, if it was 10 people or 0 people, I'd still be talking on this live because this is something that I genuinely want to do, right? Before I got on live, I didn't know how many people was going to join the live. No, I didn't. But I still was going to hop on live regardless, bro. It's about the energy. It's about you. It's about, do you really like, it's about you. Do you like what you like to do, right? A lot of people will be like, bro, I'm trying to start a business. How do I do what you love? Do what you love. Don't get me wrong. Money, it is very important in this matrix, in this time of day. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you on that. But money isn't everything, right? And another thing is, too, when it comes to this, right, is that do what you love. I'm not saying don't think about money, but don't take money overly to the top, right, where you're disrespecting yourself just for money. I don't recommend y'all to do that. Neither do I recommend myself to do that. But the thing is that with money, do what you love. When you're doing what you love, you will naturally attract money. You will naturally attract income. A lot of times we overly complicate, well, bro, how do I start a business? Well, I'm not making money for my business, da-da-da-da. Is it more so that you're trying to make money from it, or is it more so that you really love what you're doing regardless if you're making money from it? It's a difference, bro. The reason why you might not be making money from it is because, one, you're forcing it. You're trying you're overly doing too much to try to make money from it, right? This is why a lot of people who do what they love, they naturally make money from it, because yeah, they want to make money from it, but they're still going to do it regardless, rather if they make money from it or not. This is what you call manifestation. This is what you call attracting what you want. This is called bending reality to you, even though reality is already to you, literally. You see what I'm saying, bro? You feel me? You are the universe, literally. You starts first, then it's verse. You verse, universe, right? So, do what you love. When you do what you love, you will naturally attract income to you. You will naturally attract opportunities to you. You will naturally attract energy to you. You will naturally attract people to you, right? And also, when you're doing what you love, you might also attract negative people to you, right? You might attract people to you who, what I'm saying, might not really want to support you. But focus on self. Don't try not to worry about whether people like you or dislike you. People have their own opinions. It's imperative to be real with yourself. You think everybody's going to like you? Come on, bro. You think everybody's going to agree with you? Come on, bro. Be real. Be more real with yourself. You think everybody's going to agree with you? You think everybody's going to like you, right? You see what I'm saying? Be real. You think the person that you're with right now, they might not always want to be with you. They might just want to be with you for right now. Or that person might want to be with you for the rest of their life. It's so imperative to be real with yourself, bro. You see what I'm saying? Why I'm not making money from my business? Because you're doing the business to try to make money from it. You're not doing the business genuinely. Manifestation works genuinely. In other words, manifestation works naturally, right? Manifestation works when you're being natural, when you're flowing. When you're being unnatural, when you're forcing it, when you're vibrating low, this is why your manifestations don't work how you want it to work. You ever notice how you get something when you don't think about it a whole lot? Because you're not forcing the vibe, right? You're not forcing the vibe, right? One of the main reasons why a lot of people who bet, why they lose a lot of times, even though you don't actually lose anything, is because you're forcing it. You're constantly thinking about it through the whole day. You're giving off the vibe and the vibration of if you're going to lose, if you're not going to hit. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, right? You trying to figure out why, why hasn't she texted me back? Why hasn't he texted me back? Da, da, da. You're giving off the energy as if you think that they're not going to text you, right? You see what I'm saying? Rather if they text you or not, your day continues. You continue to move forward regardless, right? You see what I'm saying? So stop, just get out of this energy of oh, well, yes, money is important. Yes, it is important. Yes. But if you're going to start a business and you don't want it to feel like a job, then do something that you actually love to do. Because when you're doing that, bro, you're naturally gonna attract what you want. When you're doing what you love, you'll attract things that you want, right? I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, this is why a lot of people be like, well, bro, I don't want to work a job. I don't want to do this and that, right? Do what you love. It might take 12 years, bro. It might take 2 weeks, bro. Whatever the case may be, if you're doing what you love and you really have faith in it, and you have faith in God, bro, how are you not going to get what you want? How? A lot of times when we don't get what we want is because, bro, we're quitting on it. We quit on it, right? You quit on it, right? You see what I'm saying? We don't get it the first time. We don't get it the second or the third time, so then we just quit on it, right? When you quit, you get farther away from what you want. But when you keep going, you get closer to what you want, right? The best time to do something is now. The best time to do something is the present, bro. Excuse me, you see what I'm saying? Excuse me, whose life is it? Yours. What are you going to do with your life? Live your life by any means necessary, right? Start letting people dictate and control your life, because nobody can truly control your life, right? A lot of times we try to, a lot of times we try to fit in. Stop trying to fit in. You know why a lot of people become very successful? Because they're being themselves. And when you're being yourself, you're naturally being different. When you're being yourself, you're naturally not fitting in. You're doing the opposite. So since you're doing the opposite and you're being yourself, you can naturally attract people towards you. This is why a lot of people who be themselves, they naturally attract people towards them. People naturally gravitate towards them. Because why? Because they are being themselves, and people can feel that energy. Even if this person is a bot, they can still feel that energy. Right? They can feel that energy, right? This is why a lot of women go for the chill guy, because he's not, bro, he's in a flow state. Okay, she's cool and all, but if she doesn't want to be around me, it's all good. Okay, she does want to be around me. Okay, cool. Okay, smooth. That's fine. That's okay. Right? Be in a flow state, bro. Stop being in this energy of everything has to go how I want it to go. That's ego. Are you even being real with yourself? So you think everything's gonna go exactly how you want it to go when you want it to go? Let's be real, bro. You could be like, okay, at 3 p.m., I'm gonna get in my car and I'm gonna go to Walmart, I'm gonna grab a few groceries, right? You may have that intention of, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. But once it hits 3 o'clock, you might be like, dang, hold on, bro. I gotta do this. Hold on, I gotta go here first. I gotta do this. My sister, she just called me. She needs me to come pick her up, right? So things aren't always gonna go how you want them to go, right? But it's imperative to trust in the universe. It's imperative to trust in God because God knows what it's doing. God knows everything about you. God knew everything about you before you were even created, literally. So, you feel me? And that's just facts, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read some of these comments real quick because I am about to hop off live, though. But I got a YouTube video dropping later today, though. And this live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube either sometime today or sometime tomorrow, right? Now, look, right? I don't know if this person was asking me this, but I'm going to go ahead and answer it. Somebody said, what's your nationality? So I'm so-called black. Both my mother and my father are both black. But both of their sides of the family have white in them. So, yeah. To answer your question, and my people on my mother's side, some of my people on my mother's side are Indian and African. And then on my father's side, I'm not really too sure. But yeah. Let me see if there's some other questions in here before I end the live. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, this is a great time to ask me the questions. Because I'm basically about to we're getting ready to wrap up the live, to be honest, in a minute. Let's see. I lost my job and place and now homeless. Envy snitched on me. And now I lost everything and I'm in worse moments. What I have to say on that is this might really be easier said than done, but this is where you get tested at, bro. We all get tested in life, are you gonna let this control you? Are you gonna let this harness you? Or are you gonna let this build you? Are you gonna learn from this, right? This is a good opportunity to put more faith in yourself in good positive ways. This is a good opportunity to put more faith into God or universe or Allah, whatever name you like to call it. It all goes back to the same energy, right? So and if God didn't think you could handle it, it wouldn't be on your plate, bro. Basically, what I'm saying is, bro, it's on your plate because you can handle it. So even though right now you might be homeless or whatever the case may be, right? I said it with respect. You know what I'm saying? The universe knows what it's doing, right? The universe not gonna put nothing on your plate that you can't handle. You're already handling it, bro. Rather if you think you are or not, rather if it feels like you are or not, you already handling it. You know what I'm saying? And remember, you create your reality. If you don't remember anything from this live, bro, you might want to remember this. You create your reality, right? Just because you're in a situation or you experiencing something that you don't want to experience or you're not at where you want to be at in life, you can get there, bro. You see what I'm saying? Put in the work, have faith in yourself, always have faith in yourself, always have faith in the universe, and just do what you know you need to do. And I mean that in good positive ways, etc., bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. You feel me? Let me see. Wait, yo, what's good, bro? I have one. And the thing is, bro, if you ever have one of those days, right? I feel like it's just important to still be positive, right? I know that may not be the easiest thing to do. I get it. But you rise up today, bro. You got back up today. So you here for a reason, bro. Or reasons with an S, So, job not complete, job not finished. Basically what I mean is for whatever reason, you're still meant to be here. There's some things that you're meant to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, so the thing is with AI, right? AI, ooh, I'm glad you said that, bro, because I really could dive deep into AI, bro. AI, ooh, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna get too deep into this video. I might just make a whole separate live about AI, or I might make a whole separate YouTube video talking about AI. But AI is kind of like a genie. I'm not even gonna get too deep into it. If you know, you know. But I might make a whole YouTube video soon, or I might make a whole live video soon, decoding a lot of information about AI. Because AI is, bro, AI is quite something. It's quite a lot of different things, right? Okay, so boom, right? Let me answer some more of these questions though before we hop off here. If there's any more, okay, let me see. And the thing is too, like I heard somebody say something about like their woman, the girlfriend left them because they didn't have like a certain amount of income or whatever the case may be, right? It's like I said, y'all, money is as spiritual, bro, as spiritual as I am. I even like can't admit it. Like, yes, money is very important in this world that we live in now, right? Now, back in the day, you know, it was no, we didn't have green pieces of paper with racist people on them, etc. But in today's society, money, yes, money is somewhat important, but it's not everything, though. It's not everything. Money shouldn't be controlling your life or nothing like that. Like, you shouldn't be chasing money. Like, a lot of people think, oh, I gotta chase the bag. If you're chasing something, that means it's running away from you, and if it's running away from you, that means it does not want to be around you, right? So if you're chasing that's low vibrational energy, you're actually making it more harder for you to actually have more money, right? But you know, I heard somebody say that their girlfriend left them or something like that because of a certain amount of income or something like that or whatever the case may be. What's meant is meant, bro. It was meant for her to leave, right? And what's important is to continue to keep focusing on yourself, right? Rather if you got a girlfriend or not, rather if you got a boyfriend or not, husband, if you got people around you that support you or not, it's always important to focus on yourself, no matter what the outcome is. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of anime characters, they go through different trials and tribulations. They go through different roller coasters or whatever the case may be, right? But if you notice, they continue to keep going, right? Naruto went through a lot of different challenges. You know, had a lot of good moments, had a lot of bad moments, etc. But he continued to keep going, right? You know, and don't try to improve your life to get her back, or bro, just naturally naturally keep tapping in with yourself, bro. If she comes back, okay, that's up to you. Balls in your court. You can keep her in your life, whatever the case may be. If she doesn't come back, okay, cool, right? I'm not saying have a I don't care mindset. No, if you have feelings for somebody, then you have feelings for them. But what I'm saying is, bro, you can have feelings for somebody, but it's imperative to still keep like going on with your life. You know what I'm saying, bro? You feel me? And somebody said something about starting a new life. You can start a new life right now. You don't have to wait for 2026 or, you know, wait for next week or I'm going to start my new life when Monday hits. You can start your new life right now, bro. Remember, bro, you create your reality. You are in control of your reality. You are the storm, and you are the one that creates the storm, and you are the storm. You know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate everybody joining the live. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. This was a very good live. Every live that I do on YouTube is a good live. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody joining. You know, I really do. Like I said, I got a YouTube video dropping sometime today. And yeah, man, appreciate everybody joining, man. No cap, love y'all, man. This was a very good, energetic, good, high vibrational energy. And peace to all.